Welcome to the SciFi Pubcast. Come for a drink, but stay for the speculation. Avengers Assemble! Warning, major spoilers are ahead. The movie Avengers Endgame by Marvel Studios came out this week, and we needed to have a roundtable discussion on it. Needless to say, we have lots of strong feelings about it. In addition to Joel, Keri, and Derek, also joining the discussion are Kyle, Joelle, and Whim. And we certainly talked it out. So grab whatever you need to drink. This discussion is one for the history books. This is the SciFi Pubcast. Greetings. Welcome to the SciFi Pubcast. The podcast that tries to be a pub, and perhaps someday a pub that tries to be a podcast. And as always, we are looking for customers to come visit our bar. So if you're passionate about something, want to be on a podcast, let us know. This bar is all about community. And speaking of which, please join our new community board Discord server, where servers chat on a daily basis. Yes, lots of news. That's how we interact. Look to our social media for the Discord invite. Everyone's invited. This show, well, we are Assemble. We're having a little assembly on Avengers Endgame. It's a special recording. So before I introduce everyone who's at the bar right now, because we got quite a crew on right now, spoilers. This entire show is going to be full with spoilers. So if you have not seen Endgame, please go see the movie first. Marvel Studios and Disney, they spent a lot of money making sure this is a good first-class quality movie. Don't spoil it by listening to a little podcast like this one. Go see the movie. My name is Joel. I'm like the bar owner around here. Oh, I am the bar owner, so to speak, if I had a real bar. So looking around, and my God, we have an eclectic group of people here today. And it's we're recording on the Sunday, so the Avengers Endgame movie has been out for 2 days now, maybe 3, depending where you are in the world. I'm looking around. The first person I see is of course, Keri Simpson. Hi, Keri.
Yes. Hi.
You're here. How goes it?
I'm here. I'm mostly awake, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, guys.
Yeah. The whole time differences. We have a few people on the West Coast, and we have a few people on the East Coast, and I think someone's in between. Yeah. I'm sorry, but it's just the way the world, I don't know, rotates or spins. So hi, Keri. There's that.
Hi.
Hey, we also have Derek Beebe.
Hey, I'm back in the kitchen. Since we only have 3 stools and we actually have 3 customers, I have nowhere to sit up there, so I'll just shout through the window.
Yeah, that's nice. You notice I'm not going to ask you about the kitchen this show because it's a special show, and let's keep it special, shall we? What else? We have a new voice on the SciFi Pubcast. She's been around podcasting for a bit now. Joelle, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. Just if you could call our customers your entire CV and resume so people know who you are.
Sure.
In 10 seconds or less? No, doesn't matter. Tell us a bit about yourself, Joelle.
Hello, my name is Joelle. I know most of the hooligans that are in the pub right now. I have been podcasting for, 3 or 4 years. I host a music podcast called The Chordcast. Sorry to shamelessly self-promote here. We're sort of not doing anything right now, but if you want to go listen to our old stuff, you can totes do that, and we'll hopefully have new stuff up once Chris and I get our lives in order. But yeah, I am a huge Marvel fan, so I'm stoked to be able to talk about the movie with other huge Marvel fans.
That's great. And Joel, just to let you know, we are all about self-promotion here at the bar. So promote away. You can promote other people's shows as well. It doesn't have to be just your own. So
love it.
So there's that. And we also have, let's look at this. Kyle.
Hi, how you doing?
Good. We've talked maybe, a week ago about Star Wars Celebration on our last show. Kyle, great for you to join us again.
Oh, thank you. It's been a busy couple weeks and fandoms lately.
Absolutely.
Happy to be here.
Yes, and you're on the Skype call from Atlanta, Georgia, right?
Yeah, I'm in Atlanta. Yep.
Right. And Joelle, you're from where calling in right now?
I'm from calling from Boise, Idaho.
Oh, God, I love that. Like, I'm from Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. You know, Keri is from Los Angeles.
Los Angeles.
Yes, I always say Burbank. She's correcting me. I'm just going to say Los Angeles now. Derek is from what planet again? Oh, right, somewhere in Pennsylvania. And we got another person too. We have a whole crew. Like, we have lots of person. So, Whim, sir.
Hello.
Hi. You're new to podcasting. I've met you several
kind
times. Yeah, and that's okay. Cool. We just met in Chicago for Celebration, and I met you before in, I believe, Orlando. Tell us about yourself, sir.
I'm the old guy of the group, but I used to do a podcast by myself for a little while, for about a year and a half, but I haven't done it recently. I don't know. I was thinking about starting it back up. Maybe not. But been a Star Wars fan since I was 6. And I used to listen a lot to that stuff and, discuss all that. But, lifelong nerd, so I should fit right in, I should say.
That's fantastic. And where are you calling in from today?
I am in Albany, New York, upstate New York.
There we go. So we have lots of people calling in from all over North America, and that's great. But today we're going to talk about Avengers Endgame. I know some people have some very strong viewpoints on it. I'm going to be more of the moderator in this conversation, directing the conversation. But before we begin, can we take a moment of silence for the fallen, please? Please don't cry. Okay, that's done. Right. Are we missing anyone from the show right now? Okay, I don't think we are because Dr. Strange has been very good at making these portals so that people can get to the show on time.
Oh my God, Joel!
Wow.
Yeah,
come on, man.
I know. This was actually a Derek joke, which I repurposed.
Wait. Joel, did you give the spoiler disclaimer warning, or was that just pretty much self-explanatory?
I did.
No, he
I did. And the spoilers.
I told you I wasn't awake today.
Yeah, and this is
It's been a long weekend. It's not over yet.
Yeah, so this is an interesting conversation because no one's drinking right now because it's fairly early in the day. The West Coast people just got out of bed, and the East Coast people are trying to get to the bar and try to catch Game of Thrones later. So it's an interesting time of day for this conversation to take place.
No, I think we're all just hungover, Joel. I think that's what's happening.
Yeah, that could be it too.
In some capacity, I think I agree. Yeah.
So, Avengers Endgame. It's a small independent film. Again, it opened up a couple. Yeah, I think there's some potential there. These people are going places. So in the last 5 days since it opened at the premiere, it has made $1.2 billion US at the global box office. That's in 5 days. It has pulled in more money than any other film in history. That's insane.
What you said, Joel.
Oh.
And it's 3 hours long. Don't forget that either.
Yeah.
So it's getting less.
It's so crazy to think that Marvel truly is bigger than Star Wars at this point.
Yeah, and because I'm pretty sure Marvel superheroes take over better in the overseas market than, say, Star Wars.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Characters.
Yeah, Star Wars has never been big in China, and that's the really big emerging market now.
Right. And
Do you y'all remember the last time that you saw a 3-hour movie?
Yeah, it was called Lord of the Rings.
That's fair.
Pick one.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Any of them.
The Gandhi.
Was
Oh,
Blade
come on,
Runner
this
2049 almost 3 hours as well?
Oh, come on. Lord of the Rings was a long movie compared to Avengers, guys. Jeez. That movie won an end.
I went to see Gettysburg twice.
Oh, no.
That's 4 hours. They did have an intermission for that one.
Yeah, I like Gettysburg. Dunkirk, wasn't that a fairly long movie? Well.
I don't
think so.
Actually, it was under 2 hours.
Oh, okay. Right. Okay.
I'm so lame. I think the last one I saw, it's not even exactly 3 hours, but The Strange Case of Benjamin Button.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I know. I literally stopped drinking liquid at 1:30 p.m. for the 7:30 showing so I wouldn't have to pee because I didn't know if I was going to make it through a 3-hour movie.
Yeah.
Well, see, I've been on lots of long car rides, so I pretty much know how to modulate that stuff.
How to regulate it.
How to regulate. Yeah. Yes, I can regulate.
So, as a middle-aged, early middle-aged, let's be fair, a man who likes to drink beer a lot and who can get beer at his cinema, I try to get the whole seat by the aisleway, so it's like easy access in and out. That's like my secret. So, yes, feel free to call me.
You had the woman sitting next to me yesterday.
See, that's the thing.
I swear she got up like 5 times.
I sit next to her for the bathroom. That's where I got to be by the aisle. The old guy needs to go. Huh?
Yeah. Let me say this, okay? The first time I saw this movie on Thursday night, the last 20 minutes, I was bawling my eyes out. I always had several pints of beer in my stomach, but great. And then I saw it again on Saturday, or on Friday, I should say, and sober this time, and I almost cried. I was almost there. But booze just makes such a big difference. So this movie, Endgame, the directors, of course, is Anthony and Joe Russo. The producer, of course, is Kevin Feige. Am I pronouncing his last name?
Feige.
What's that? Feige? Feige. Thank you. You know I have a speech impediment, and I'm terrible with names, so I apologize if I butcher any of the pronunciations. Screenwriters is longtime collaborators Christopher Marcus and Stephen McFeely. So before we go on to the discussion, things like plot and character and developments and all that good stuff, you guys heard about this Google Easter egg search with the term Thanos in it?
Yeah, I saw that, Joel.
Yeah, it's kind of cute. So right now, if you Google just the name Thanos, it brings up all the search strings about Thanos. But if you look at the right-hand side, there's a box with the name Thanos and some details. And there's the Infinity Gauntlet there on the right-hand side. If you click that, see what happens. It's really cool. So there's that. So let's begin. So this movie, what are your first thoughts? Let's go with Derek. Go for it.
I want to say up front that I like the movie and that it's a good movie, but I had a lot of fundamental problems with it. And I don't know. We'll see how I feel on it as time goes on. But I kind of walked out of it kind of like I did Last Jedi, where it's just like a lot of things legitimately were a problem for me.
Did you drink like 6 pints of beer beforehand?
No, I was stone cold sober.
That could be the issue there. Okay,
that explains so much.
Right.
And for the record, I love Marvel movies. Like, this is the first time I've ever walked out of a Marvel movie, and well, that's not true. I was a little pissed off at Iron Man 3 with the Mandarin thing, but generally, I love Marvel movies unabashedly. And I'm not saying I don't love the movie. I just had a lot of problems with it.
And you only saw that just once, right?
I've only seen it once. Yeah,
I saw it twice. Keri, what did you think of the movie?
Yes. I really liked it. This is the first Avengers movie, and I'm speaking specifically of just the team-up movies that since 2016 that hasn't set me right back to watching Batman versus Superman.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you're not much of a Marvel person then?
Yeah, I'm actually more of a DC person myself.
You should do like a podcast or something about that.
Yeah, I probably should. Wait a few hours. Maybe I'll get right on that.
And if you don't know, Keri does a podcast for the Random Chatter Network. Was it DC Talk? Is that the name of the show?
Yes.
Hey,
yes.
I got it right. Great.
Yeah.
Drink. Okay.
Yes. And well, we're also going to be talking Spider-Man 2 on Cape Chronicles tonight. So I just had the realization that Tom Holland and Andrew Garfield have completely ruined Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man for me now.
Excellent. And that's art for you right there.
Yes.
Joelle, what's your first impressions of this movie?
I loved it. I've only seen it once. And I just want to air this out. There's 2 Marvel movies I haven't seen. I haven't seen The Incredible Hulk, and I haven't seen Thor. Is it Dark World, the second Thor movie?
Right.
Oh, I love that movie. I know I'm in the minority.
Yeah, most
I-
people say those are the two
Yeah, that
worst
was a
Marvel
bad
movies.
movie.
Okay, full disclosure, I have not read any of the comic books, but I'm a huge Norse mythology fan, and the first two Thor movies are my favorites.
See, I don't like Thor or his universe. Oops. So I just didn't end up seeing the second one because I wasn't interested, and I was kind of bummed out because I found out later that there's actually a lot of references to that movie in Endgame. So I kind of want to go back and watch it, but I loved Endgame. I also have like a really hard time being critical of movies because I'm just always entertained by whatever I see pretty much. So I loved it. I thought it was great.
Oh, fantastic. And we have Kyle. Sir.
Yes, I'm here.
So what do you think? Can you compare this movie to, say, I don't know, Jar Jar Binks and Ewoks and how that rates up to them?
Well, Avengers, I have to say, was a little bit better than Jar Jar Binks and Ewoks, as much as I love those two things.
You are so fired. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, jeez.
We can't fire you. Don't actually work for us, so we can't fire you.
That's right. I'm just some guy that walked in here. So,
Yeah.
What's your take, Kyle?
I just got out of seeing it a second time like an hour ago. So I really enjoyed it. I thought they did a fantastic job wrapping up this 22 movie story arc, and I was really into it, and I thought they did a great job.
I'm going to be explaining this movie to my parents once they eventually see it for weeks. So yeah.
Yeah, I think you can probably get a graduate degree in this movie if you study it for so long. Whim, what's your take?
I've seen it twice. I really liked it much more the second time. I'm more of a DC person like Keri too. But I certainly enjoyed the movie. There were a few problems that I noticed about it, but they were minor. It didn't have to do with characters or anything like that or story. I think it was just a pacing issue that I kind of had with it, especially on the second time. But for the most part, I really liked the movie. It delivered.
I know with my personal take, I don't expect much from my superhero movies. So I like humor. I like certain aspects of this movie a lot. I made the joke on our Discord channel. I'm like the Thor of our Sci-Fi Pubcast nowadays. But I actually like the pacing. I like the slower pacing in the first act because to me that's more of a drama movie. And then it became quicker, the pacing that is.
Yeah, I just kept picking up.
I
and
might have
picking
been
up
cool
and
with
picking
it
up.
too.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I might have been cool with it too, but when it's 3 hours long, you're kind of like, let's move it along, people, type of thing. But I understand why they were getting that pacing in there. I got that.
Yeah.
That part, but still, when you're sitting in the theater for 3 hours, you're just kind of like, come on, let's go. We got 2 hours left, and we're slowing it down right here.
Yeah, they just had a major Holocaust that half of living things just died. So to each your own, right? So
I thought it was really cool how they allowed that to be part of the story, and like they skipped 5 years. I didn't really expect that.
yeah,
I didn't either. That freaked me out. I loved it though.
I kind of expected it from the shots of the trailer of when Scott is looking around and all the missing posters once he got out. By the way, let's raise a glass to the rat that got Scott out of the van.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So was that a rat or a mouse?
I think that was a rat.
You sure? I wonder if there's a Disney
Save the
connection.
universe.
I'm not sure about anything.
Yes. To the rat. Okay.
Oh, I wasn't clear about that. So it wasn't that he got spat out. It was literally that the rat crawled over the controls.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right, and hit a button by mistake.
Oh, okay. I thought like he finally like hit the right portal or something, and the machine turned itself on.
No, literally the rat like ran over
Okay.
the
Yeah,
thing.
so
and
it's-
then,
Yeah, so it's like cause and effect. So you have one little tiny thing of a mouse or a rat, right, being at the right time in the right place and hit the right button, and it changed the course of history.
No wonder the odds were so slim when Doctor Strange explained this to us the last movie.
Exactly.
It's all because of a mouse right there.
I do have a question though about Hulk.
Okay.
So he's stuck between Banner and Hulk, right?
No, I think they worked out their differences and now they're coexisting.
Right. So I just want to know if his new name is going to be Bulk. I leaned over and said that to my friend Morgan while we were watching the movie, and he was like, "Joelle, shut up!" And he shoved me over. I was like, "This is great. This is fun. It was worth it."
That's precious. That's great.
In the comic books, they call that version Professor Hulk.
Oh, his name is Bulk. Sorry, Stanley got it wrong, idiot.
Oh wow.
Sorry,
Okay.
that's my cat. Please stop.
It's okay. It's a bar. We like animals in the bar. The health department's not going to shut us down, right?
Well,
Yes.
I'm very allergic to cats, so I may start sneezing into the food now.
Oh, yes.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, no, it's no worries. Okay, so let's basically try to take this movie chronologically and then move forward that way in terms of discussion, while feeling free to go down any rabbit holes you want. So the movie took place 5 years after the big snap. I actually like that because there's a pause, there's a natural reaction that people are trying to get on with their lives, despite this traumatic happenings. You see Tony Stark with his family. He's dead now. Does he want to go save the human race and everyone else yet another time?
And by the way, Morgan was adorable.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Morgan-
She was so cute.
Agree.
Yeah, Morgan's
Yeah, she did good.
Yeah. Okay, so Morgan is the daughter of which one? Was it Tony Stark?
Of Tony and Pepper.
Right, okay. And then you have the family of Hawkeye, right? And I thought that was a great way to opening up the scene because it was just a pacing, the slow, being on target, the whole metaphor stuff. So
As soon as I was like, it was like 30 seconds of like, oh crap, this is how they're starting it. Crap. This is not good. That was really hard to watch
because you knew what was going to happen.
You knew what was because if you saw the mid credit scene from Ant-Man and the Wasp, just you don't see them dissolve, but you see the particles just blowing in the wind, and just like you like, when is it going to happen? Of course, as soon as Clint turns his back on everyone. Ay.
Yeah.
Ay.
And yeah, who put mayonnaise on hot dogs anyways? So mustard, yeah, ketchup, yeah, but mayonnaise, I'm with him on that one. So we have that. So what happens after this? What's the next scene? Trying to recall.
I think it cuts to Tony and Nebula on the ship, slowly starving to death.
Right, that was touching. See, Nebula is not a big bad blue person. Yeah, she has.
Yeah, I actually
anymore,
really
anyway.
like those scenes, like her actually showing kindness to him, refusing to eat, putting a blanket over him. That was a sweet scene.
Oh my God, guys, I totally forgot to mention that I haven't seen I totally haven't seen Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Oh, that's yeah.
So I didn't really know who she was,
Yeah.
Oops.
Oh, it happens.
God, I'm the worst.
Yeah.
Get me off.
Well, let me
Get
ask
me
you-
out of here.
No.
Should we stop recording?
Get
now?
out. Yeah. Twitter block right now.
Well, yeah.
No, Whim, no.
Hey, Joelle, let me ask you this: did you enjoy the movie without seeing the previous 3 movies you didn't see in the MCU?
Yeah.
So who cares? Okay.
Yeah, it's just that some of it got lost on me, which is sort of a bummer. You know what I mean? Like, I wish I totally got everything, but I was totally okay not getting everything. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, and I think they designed these movies like that, right? So there's Easter eggs upon Easter eggs, and there's connections and all this, but it's also a good story by itself.
Yeah, I think it's solid. I think it stands fine on its own.
Assuming you saw Infinity War, or else then you'd really be confused.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Okay.
So there's that. I actually like the touching video message that Tony Stark left for his family.
Yeah,
that was good.
Don't share.
I really like the line, "When I drift off to sleep, I'll be dreaming of you."
Yeah.
Well, there's that one too. I thought Joel was jumping to the end.
Oh, there's a few. Well, yeah. Well, it's showing technology which we have available to us as just regular people, and they're just amping it up in a different context in the MCU. So we can do that, and I thought that was a good touching way to show that if you can get back to your loved ones and you are going to die because of lack of oxygen, what do? You send a nice message saying I love you. That's amazing.
True.
Yeah.
It was very Interstellar-esque.
Yeah.
That part was for me.
Was that the same message that they play at the end? That
No,
was
it's a
one of
different
the things.
message.
It's a different message.
No, that the one,
The one
at
at
the
the
end.
end was addressed to the daughter, and it was more hopeful and cheerful.
Yeah, and he was recording that one before he knew he was going back in time.
All right.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure about that.
Right. Okay, and of course, the whole was it the Iron Man head being the mask, the helmet, I should say, how it's been like torn apart and just like almost like a skeleton. So it's like Tony talking to a skeleton. It's this
Half of his face, yeah.
yeah, it's this York moments like from Hamlet's when he's talking to the skull, like Hamlet's talking to the skull, like poor last year, like I knew you too well, or something along those lines. And yeah. So what happens next? Oh, someone shows up, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Captain Marvel.
shows up and
What do you
saves
guys,
Tony.
Yeah, what do you guys think of that development?
Well, I think I was trying to figure out how she knew to go find Tony, and then I remembered that there's the mid-credit scene where the beeper goes off, and she's like, "Where's Fury?" And I think she just took off. It sounds like she just took off right after that.
Oh, so did that take place prior to her first
I think
appearance?
so.
Oh,
I'm pretty.
Okay.
Otherwise, how did they not freak out about Captain Marvel bringing the ship back to?
Well, yeah. See, I was confused about that because she shows up and they land the ship, and I'm like, "Where's the big introduction where Carol meets the Avengers?" They're completely glossing over that, but it happened off screen.
It happened off.
Okay.
Well, it happened on screen, but it happened at the end of Captain Marvel.
Yeah,
Right, but we didn't actually see them interact with each other. We just saw
Yeah.
her show up and say, "Where's Fury?"
Right.
See, that was one of my complaints. I really wanted to see the scene where Carol meets the Avengers and actually talks and interacts with them.
Well, we kind of got that.
Well, she shows up and says, "Where's Fury?" They don't talk to her.
Well, we got the round robin kind of afterwards, where they're like, "Well, where have you been this entire time?"
Yeah, and then Thor does the thing with the hammer.
I love that. That was awesome.
Oh God, yeah, that's great. Okay, so refresh my memory. So Captain Marvel drags the spacecraft back to Avengers headquarters.
And that's where we get the extremely disappointing Tony Cap finally reunite scene.
No, not yet.
That's the moment I've been waiting for ever since Civil War. And they're just kind of like, hey, I lost the kid. And then they wheel him away.
Wait, didn't they do the briefing first?
Tony was near death. I mean, I didn't expect something, he could barely stand.
And then afterwards, when he still has the IV, he has this angry tirade against Steve, which I also didn't like, because you would think that after going through what they did and wasting away for 22 days on the ship, you think he would have had time to reflect on his choices and make peace with his life and his death. And I really didn't expect him to be blaming Steve and saying, this is your fault that this happened because you stopped me.
I totally did. I saw that coming a mile away.
Oh yeah, it's so Tony Stark. It's hey, I got it right, you got it wrong. I told you so.
Well, I understand why Tony was upset still, because they never resolved the whole "you knew Bucky killed my mom" thing, and he's not going to let that go.
Well, he and also he didn't say it, come out right out and say it, but he also brought back the Ultron arguments, like, hey, I had the idea for how we were going to be able to defend the planet, and you guys stopped me with that too. But I mean, Ultron was a bad idea.
And the other thing that disappointed me was they never even mentioned the whole Bucky killing his parents thing. that was like the number one issue between them, and it's not mentioned at all in the movie. Anyway,
Iron Man called him a liar, and I thought that's what that was referring to.
Yeah.
Well, and I don't know. Maybe Tony, I don't know if this is even like on point for his character, but he might have been trying to be sensitive because Bucky did get snapped into nothing.
Well, he wouldn't know that. I don't think he would know that.
Yeah.
Well,
Coming straight off the ship, I don't think he would know that. And being half dead.
Yeah, but I think that could explain why he didn't bring it up throughout the entirety of the movie, but I have no idea.
Hey, listen, he got to meet his dad again, right? What more does he want?
It's fair.
I don't know. I think we may have skipped a scene. But wasn't there a scene with Black Widow and doing the brief through the?
No, that's later. That's after like a time jump of a few weeks.
Okay. No, that's after the 5-year time jump.
Right. So you have 5-year time jump. Oh, right. Okay. So okay, we have Tony being pissed off. We have the confrontation in the boardroom. Then what happens?
Then they find they track down where Thanos is.
Right. Yeah, right. And actually, I liked how they did that. The whole Thanos death the first time around. What do you guys think?
I think yes. Thor got him in the head this time. Poor guy.
It caught me really off guard that the stones got destroyed and they killed him in the first 15 minutes, and I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that literally happened, and I was like, "Oh, movie over," because it's the Avengers. It's not like the Revengers. I don't know. I was like, "Oh, cool. We're done." This is a really
it's not that easy. It's not that easy.
No, I know. And then it was like this emotional roller coaster that effed me up for the rest of my life. But I was just like, oh, okay, we're moving on. Like we're done.
Yeah, I just like the fact that Thanos decided to destroy the stones because he wanted to avoid temptation. Because he did what he set out to do. That was enough for him, and he's retiring to his garden, which is very Voltaire-like, right?
Well, and TBH, I'm totally Team Thanos. Like. Yeah, half of us need to go. You know what I mean? So, I was kind of bummed out. I was like, oh, darn, he did the right thing. Now...
Yeah. I'm not sure. I don't buy into the whole 50% stuff, but I understand where he's coming from, and at least he was true to his own personal philosophy. And from that end, that's interesting. He was a sadistic bastard, mind you, and he killed half of the living things in the universe, but so be it. And I'm glad he's dead. And
he killed half the puppies too. It wasn't just people.
And he killed half of everything.
Exactly.
Yeesh.
Wow. Well, that also means
I'm okay with, but not the puppies.
That was my Tinder bio. I swear to God, I'm Team Thanos. That's it.
So, okay, money swipes on your Tinder, Joelle?
It was a great conversation starter. A lot of people were like, "You're so effed up." I'm like, well,
That's pretty funny.
It happens.
So killing Thanos like that is actually another one of my major problems with the movie. I mean, I will kind of go into it later, but he is the villain of the saga. We spent all of Infinity War building an emotional connection to this character and his journey, and they lop his head off 10 minutes into the movie. And then to jump ahead just slightly, he will eventually be replaced by a fake alternate reality version of the character that we have zero emotional connection to because he's not from our universe. He's an alternate Thanos, what I call fake Thanos. And I had a real problem with that because the guy that we're fighting through the movie is not the guy that we went on this journey with in Infinity War. He's a fake version of him.
That's a super interesting perspective, and I did not see it like that at all, but I totally understand where you're coming from now.
Because they said every time you go back into the past, you're creating a divergent timeline. So this was a fake Thanos. It wasn't the actual Thanos.
It wasn't a fake Thanos. It was 2014 Thanos.
From a divergent timeline.
Yes, it's not fake. It's
it's not fake. It's the same character. It's just he was before he got any of the stones. He was still trying to make that stuff happen.
So it's prior to all the stuff that we went through with him in Infinity War.
Yeah, but this is the Thanos that's been working behind the scenes since the first Avengers movie, and as he says right before Thor kills him. He's inevitable. So I mean, either way, the Thanos that we fight at the end of the movie is pretty much the same Thanos that gets killed at the beginning of the movie. It's just in a different order.
Yeah, it's
This
just
is not gonna
it's
be
like
killed.
the
They went
behind
a
the
long way
scenes
around.
dude.
Yeah, and look on the bright side. At least he wasn't cut in half with a lightsaber.
I don't know what that's referencing.
Snoke. Let's not move on.
Total double block.
I keep forgetting that Joelle hasn't seen Star Wars.
Help.
So that's pretty funny, actually. I'm glad you're here, Joelle. I really am.
Thanks, buddy. I don't know if I am yet, but I appreciate your vote of confidence.
Yeah, actually, Derek, going back, I think you tend to analyze things, so much into the weeds, and I think any.
Well, I'm a writer.
I know, but with any of these types of superhero movies, you need to suspend some disbelief, right? And that's why I think I try to put my analytical brain on ice when I see these types of movies, for the most part. And I like the dramatic effect of killing the major baddie early in the movie when it's completely non-expected, and then bringing him back in some form later on. To me, that was genius.
What I thought they were going to do was that, so they kill him at that point. I thought what was going to happen was that they were going to collect the gems to undo the snap in the first place and erase those 5 terrible years. So basically, they would go back to a point in the timeline where Thanos is still alive, and then they have to defeat him from that point. See, that's what would have made dramatic sense to me.
Well, see, the problem with that is that, as Tony said, you can't. If you do that, you erase everything that's happened in those 5 years. So, you could go back to a time before you could use the stones to go back to a time before Thanos snapped his fingers, but that would erase Morgan. That would erase anyone else who was born or lived in the last 5 years.
In the movie, he states multiple times that it has to be just bring him back to now because he doesn't want to lose his daughter is really what his storyline is, and that's what they keep. I think they made an overt attempt to let you know that that's why he's doing it.
Yeah, he kept saying, bring everyone we lost 5 years ago, bring them back right now. Don't erase the last 5 years, just bring back whoever we lost, which is going to be a problem for all the people who have been adjusting for the to life over the last 5 years.
Yeah. Grandpa? Yeah, you're back? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, how about this? Oh, my spouse is now back, and I'm 5 years older than she is. Ooh, interesting.
Also, you've remarried and you're with someone else now.
Yeah.
And you have a kid.
It happens.
That's what we call the castaway situation.
Oh, God.
Now, what about those high school kids? Notice that at the end, but my brain is following this theorem there, that when he snaps him back and all these high school kids, aren't those kids like half of them are going to be like 5 years older? So what are they doing in that school?
Well, yes, that I was talking to my friend about that last night.
Ned got
and she
Ash.
pointed that out. Why are Peter and Ned still in high school?
Well, didn't both of them got ashed? I understand their standpoint, but what about the rest of them? I mean, that's kind of weird.
We will find that out in Far From Home, I'm guessing.
Because
apparently they've said that Far From Home ends Phase 3.
Right.
But they haven't said whether or not it takes place before or after Infinity War yet.
That is correct.
They've been intentionally vague about that.
They've been intentionally vague about a lot of things.
Yeah. But I mean, how messed up is that movie going to be then? Like when you're in high school, like is Mary Jane now going to be 5 years older, or did all of his people conveniently get dusted along with him to avoid this age gap problem?
They all got dusted. Don't overthink it.
21.
I mean, consider how convenient it is that the original 6 Avengers were not the ones that got dusted. I mean, you have to suspend your disbelief somewhere.
Okay, now it's a good time. If people aren't drinking, you need a drink because it's time heist thing. Where's my bottle of tequila? Because I'm going to give up soon. Okay.
Oh, I think
I might still be drunk from last night, so no thank you.
Okay.
It's 5 o'clock in New York. Go for it, dude.
And to take this reasoning to the end of it, I am shocked that they did not erase the 5 years, because those 5 years was like 9/11 and the Holocaust times 100 for the entire world. And that is so dark and horrible and gruesome and grim. And how are you ever going to have a zany, madcap Marvel adventure movie after that? After everyone has been through this horrible, horrible thing.
Yeah, but Tony's not going to let him erase his family.
Exactly.
Like that's what I took away, is that it's pretty much a movie about Tony being defensive about his family.
Plus, I thought it was really smart that I didn't expect them to just not go back to 5 years. And if they just went back to 5 years, wouldn't they just have to fight Thanos and lose again? At least this way the stones are already gone and Thanos is dead. So they kind of had to do something there anyway. Otherwise, they might just lose again.
Yeah, I mean the problem with going back in time, as we found out, is that they shouldn't have sent Nebula back, because although how was Nebula to know that she would somehow connect to her past self and then let Thanos know what they were planning?
Yeah, I think this movie really does highlight the theme of family. I think that's a good thing to talk about, because you see that in Tony Stark with his dad or with his own family. You see that in Thor meeting his mom. You see that with Captain America deciding at the end of the movie to go back to find his lover. You know, you see all these aspects, and of course the big thing is that the Avengers, they're a family as well. Plus it's Disney, and Disney sells families, so yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Doesn't Black Widow talk about that?
Yeah.
Like, she literally says something about that. Like, she had nothing, and then she found this family.
Ah,
She
yeah.
says something about Disney owning families. I'm confused here. Hold on.
I had nothing, and then I went to Disneyland, and I found all of you guys. Go buy tickets. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. Yeah. Interesting. Okay, let's try to get back on the chronological side of things. So where we left off was
we kill Thanos.
Oh no! We have Ant-Man. We have Ant-Man showing up. Thanos is dead. 5 years jump in the future, and then there's
Ant-Man pops out of the van.
Yeah, wait. We have the briefing first, right? We have Black Widow doing her briefing, when she looks kind of like she's on her last, leg, so to speak, and she's having a sandwich and stuff, and she's talking
it's okay. She has 7 others.
Yeah, exactly.
Did everybody catch the Namor reference in that scene?
No.
They were talking about some kind of mysterious earthquake underneath the Atlantic Ocean. That's where Atlantis is, where Namor is.
Oh.
I got that. I didn't know the reference, though. I thought she was... I thought we were going to Aquaman territory there for a second.
Sounds like it.
Wrong
franchise.
Very
similar.
I was hoping, but no.
We are not crossing streams. Unfortunately.
Right. Okay, so she does the briefing. She's like wit's end, and she's just barely holding it together. She looks really tired, bags under her eyes. Everyone is just trying to struggle and do the best that they can as decent human beings in a very horrendous situation. What's the next scene after that, guys? Is that Ant-Man stuff?
That would probably be Ant-Man popping out.
Right. So,
and a quick thing about that briefing scene. I was so looking forward to seeing Carol throughout this entire movie. And, the entire Captain Marvel movie, which I loved, was this amazing setup for like, oh my God, she's going to be like the star of Avengers Endgame, and she's going to be the thing that turns it around. She's going to save the day and defeat Thanos.
Well, she did.
And she's barely in the movie. I was so disappointed.
No, but she's...
TBH, I kind of was stoked about that, because I wanted the OG crew to be the highlight of the movie, not like New Blood.
I agree.
Yeah, I mean, they did say that a lot of Endgame was going to be about the OG crew, but yeah, Carol and Scott were the ones who saved the day in the end, which I think a bunch of people predicted.
So, Ant-Man did get a substantial role in this one, and going into it, I thought it was going to be the original Avengers plus Ant-Man plus Carol, and I definitely got my Ant-Man, but I did not get enough Carol.
They just have to make another movie about Captain Marvel, Derek.
I mean, you make a lot more with Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Because she's cool.
Well, she's so powerful, and that's the problem when you have such a powerful character.
Yeah, I think that's the problem. They've said multiple times that Carol is more powerful than Thanos. So to have her in a substantial amount of the movie would have been too easy.
I would
You think
rather
they would have called her so that she could have gone on one of the time missions?
But she didn't really know anything about
Yeah.
a lot of those people went back to places they were and, figured it out like that.
Yeah, but I mean, Rocket wasn't there. Nebula wasn't there. They just kind of Rhodey wasn't there. They were all just kind of
Rhodey went with Nebula, and Rocket went with Thor.
right, but Nebula was not on Morag.
But she knew about Morag from Gamora, I think, and from Korath and Ronan. I mean, she was there when Korath said that he failed.
I mean, let's be honest. She just wasn't in the movie much because she could just beat Thanos on her own, and that's
Exactly.
about it.
That's what I'm getting. That was what I was getting at.
I think it'd be easier to have a standalone separate movie about a talking raccoon than you can have like a Captain Marvel movie, just because it's easier to put Jeopardy into the storyline.
I kind of agree with Derek on that. I think that was a missed opportunity for at least the story to make it more real. It would have been better if she just came in and started whipping him around. And, in theory, she can do that. So why didn't she do that? It was just seemed like here we have Tony, who has no powers but a suit, getting his butt kicked the whole time, as opposed to Captain Marvel can take him one-on-one. I mean, there was only a minute of her and him facing off, and I agree with Derek. I think it was a missed opportunity.
But then the movie would only have been 2 hours long.
Yeah, I'm for that.
Okay. And she did make it. Oh, she did come back in the end of the movie, right?
Yeah,
it
she
was
did.
a nice way
Yeah,
to
she did,
complete that. You could say she was having a timeout. How's that one? Get it? Time.
Okay.
Oh God.
As she said at the beginning of the movie, there are lots of places in the galaxy that don't have the Avengers. So the Avengers are responsible for Earth, but she has bigger responsibilities. And
But my point is they should have called her for the time mission because that was going to save the entire universe.
But again, if she didn't know anything about where they were going, how is she going to help?
But Ant-Man didn't know. Rocket didn't know. I'll stand down.
Yeah.
I'm with you, Derek. Don't worry about it.
Yes. Okay. Remember, no fights in the bar. Okay. Okay. All right. So we had the briefing, and then we get into Ant-Man territory. Right. We are in the warehouse in San Francisco, and we have Lang's stuff, his van, and then we have the mouse going over the controls, and suddenly Ant-Man's back after a 5-year hiatus in small little what's the term they use for those microspace?
Quantum
Realm?
The quantum realm. Very good. That's why I have people on my show, because I don't know this stuff by heart. So there's that. Just a small thing. And then, of course, he checks things out. What do you think the whole cenotaph or the names of the fallen on these stones right by the Golden Gate Bridge?
I thought it was a nice
Makes
touch.
sense. Yeah.
I mean, it was very Holocaust-esque.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that where the Star Trek Academy is supposed to be, Keri?
No, actually, that's
San Francisco.
Yeah, it's in
somewhere
San
there.
Francisco, but I think that's Golden Gate Park where the crew landed the Bird of Prey in Star Trek 4.
There you go. Okay. This is how my brain operates. Don't mind me. And
It's
of
okay.
course,
I understood what you were getting at, dude.
Yeah. So
And Starfleet Academy is like a mile away from my apartment, so
oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought it was
Yeah,
And
that's
again, I am completely lost.
it's at the water reclamation.
You guys
You
know
and me
that's
both.
fake,
Wait.
right?
Wait, Keri, I thought you live in Los Angeles. How can it be close? I thought San Francisco was really far away from Los Angeles.
Enough.
Well, I'm confused
the
also
same
about
for
that.
the same way Vasquez Rocks doubles for every bloody planet in Star Trek and half of sci-fi. Okay, that's how.
The place where they filmed it. You mean?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
I love these rabbit holes. Yes, great. So we have of course, Ant-Man, and he's desperately trying to see if his daughter is still alive, right? I think that's the reason why he went looking for his name. So
Yeah.
he's
No,
trying
he
to,
went looking for her name.
yeah, which is the same last name. And instead of seeing her name, he saw his own name.
Ooh.
Ooh. Yeah, after a day like that, I would be heading to the bar. So there's that. And of course, he then walks home and knocks on the door, and his daughter answers the door, and she's 5 years older.
I thought that was a really touching scene.
Yeah.
I really like that scene, but it seemed like she was way older than 5 years, or was that just
I
me?
did too. I thought she was like a little kiddo when this all happened. I was
Well,
really
if she
surprised
was-
how old she was.
If she was like 10 and then she became 15,
Yeah.
that's quite a change.
Yeah.
Sure.
I guess maybe I'm just remembering Ant-Man Cassie versus Ant-Man Wasp Cassie. Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, I did the same thing. I think I did the same thing.
Okay, guys, I have a question for you. So Ant-Man is in San Francisco. The next time we see him is showing up at the Avengers compound in New York. Why did he drive across the entire country without ever calling the Avengers that he was coming? Why did he just show up unannounced?
Because he's an idiot.
Do you know their number?
Okay.
Because his
doesn't
cell
know their-
phone got
yeah, he-
canceled.
He doesn't know. Yeah, he doesn't know their number. He doesn't have a cell phone anymore.
Verizon's like, F this guy. He hasn't paid his bills in 5 years.
Exactly. And who knows if planes are flying at this point?
Plus, he needed the van because it's a time machine. Okay. Oh, God.
But I loved Ant-Man's inclusion in the story. I mean, Paul Rudd is always a gem, and him trying to explain the quantum realm to everyone was just hilarious.
I'm pretty sure that they don't give Paul Rudd a script. They just tell Paul Rudd to be Paul Rudd in front of the camera.
I love this guy, the actor. Amazing. Okay, so he tells this scheme or this idea to Black Widow and Captain America, and then they get the gang back together after going and talking to Tony Stark, right? Iron Man,
Yeah.
right? So, okay, fine. They go down and they talk to Tony, and Tony says, that's nice, but no, I'm not doing anything to risk my relationship with my family and with my daughter. And you guys want to have lunch? Just don't talk shop.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of that scene?
Oh yeah. I mean, that's totally Tony. I mean,
It was on
he's
brand.
Yeah, it was very much on brand.
Yeah, I like the term time heist because
I do too.
You think of a heist movie, right? Oh, it's a heist movie. Okay, it makes sense from a cinematography point of view.
Well, also because Scott's a thief, so it makes sense that a thief would want to orchestrate a heist.
You got it, Keri. I totally
Good
did
connection
not.
there.
Yeah.
I think I'm starting to wake up, guys. Hold on to your butts.
It's alive.
And then afterwards, they didn't give up. They go and see their friend Bruce Banner.
Yes.
Bulk.
Yeah, Bulk.
Bulk.
Okay, so they're in this diner, and I'm partial to diners. I love going to a decent diner. And
Is it me or did Bulk get smaller?
I think
Oh, definitely.
yeah.
He's way smaller when he's Professor Hulk.
Yeah.
But
I think that was the idea, was to make him a kind of a hybrid between the two of them. I think that's what they were trying to convey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really loved the new Hulk. That was it was a welcome piece of comic relief at that point in the movie, which had been pretty bleak up to that point. But yeah, like that, the entire thing with the Hulk was great. I loved him. Couldn't get enough of him.
I thought that scene was so uncomfy. But that's all right.
when you say uncomfy, why do you think
It was
that?
just awkward.
Huh?
Like it took them, I don't know. The whole exchange between when Ant-Man's like, do you want a picture with me? And the kids are like, who the F are you? Like that whole exchange, I felt like that lasted like 5 minutes. I was like, please just end it because they keep going back and forth.
Yeah, I think it went about 20 seconds too long for me too, but it was funny. But yeah, they should have cut it sooner, in my opinion. I agree with that.
Yeah, we went on the hair too long.
It was a funny scene, right? Now, who's Ant-Man? Oh wait, there's the Bulk there. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, and what happens next? Let's see. They did the diner scene.
I think at that point they do the hilarious test where Ant-Man becomes a baby and an old man. That was
Yeah.
funny.
Oh right, yeah. And that's position to Tony Stark and him doing like night homework, trying to figure out the whole time travel business.
Yeah, just to drive home the point that they really need Tony to do the sciencing in addition to Bruce.
Yeah, it's like when he shows up at the Avengers headquarters, it's like, oh, so you turn into a baby. Yeah, lovely. That was great. I like that. I'm a big fan of that type of stuff.
Yeah.
So we have that scene, and Tony decides he decides to play ball. And now he asks, are we going to get the crew together? And then, of course, the music comes on, and next thing we know, we're in Norway at New Asgard.
Yes.
Is that right chronologically? If I miss it,
Either that or
again,
Ronan.
I've only seen the movie once, so I'm pretty sure you're right.
right.
Well, just real quick on the previous scene, Tony did give Cap his shield back, which was important.
Yes.
True
Yeah,
enough.
that was a good scene.
Yeah.
I guess that was kind of like the reconciliation scene that I was waiting for. They just kind of broke it up a little.
It was quick.
They're just trying to shield you, Derek, from your emotions.
Oh, and I liked the bit when Tony said, "Don't let anybody see that. I only brought one."
Oh, lovely. Right. So we're in New Asgard right now. So,
Yeah, New
Yeah.
Asgard.
Yeah.
I was shocked that this happened because I did not expect to be seeing the aftermath of Ragnarok in this movie. So I was like, "Oh, that's cool that they took the time to show what happened to the Asgardians." I like that.
Yeah, it was a nice surprise, and I didn't expect that at all.
And I definitely
Yeah.
did not expect to see Korg or Meek in this movie. That was really cool too.
No,
Like,
I
knew
think they had
Valkyrie was in it,
I think
but-
they had said that Korg was going to make an appearance, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I didn't know that ahead of time. So I was like, "Oh my god, it's Korg and Meek."
Yeah, that was a great surprise.
The only thing I think they went a little over the top with out of shape Thor.
No, I
Yeah,
loved it. I loved it.
I love that a cheap Thor too.
Yeah.
Mostly because I don't like Thor, so I was like, haha, he's fat now.
I love the whole Big Lebowski references from the dude. Okay.
That was good. Yeah.
I love my Coen brothers. The whole video game and alcoholic beer and all that stuff. I just love the fact that they shot the scene, and actually they did in real life, but it was of Norway, and you have this fjords and the small tiny fishing villages, and I love that. That's great. Reminds me of back in the days when I did a bunch of hitchhiking across Europe when I was 20.
I have expected to see Selvig somewhere in that village, but
Well, he was snapped.
he
they
was
said.
probably snapped.
Yeah.
To see who?
Jane's mentor from the first Thor
Oh,
movie.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. We also had things happening elsewhere because we got the whole storyline with Hawkeye and how he became let's just say he was really pissed off, so he decided to go out and kill bad people.
Yeah, I thought it was sort of a Deadpool thing. Like, that reminded me a lot of Deadpool.
But
I was
without the
actually
joke.
surprised how long
Yeah,
that
without the
action
humor.
sequence was because it wasn't really apropos to the plot. Like they could have easily just done like, a 15-second sword scene, but they really went all out with it.
That sword fight was amazing.
Yeah, no, it was good. I was just surprised that they took the time in a 3-hour movie to do all that.
Good point, but still, that they can leave that entire thing in. That's fine. It's awesome.
Hawkeye always gets his time in Avengers movies usually, so
Yeah. All right, so we get the gang back together. What's the next scene? Back at the headquarters, and they're going to. They had the group brain sessions to see how they can get the Infinity Stones. And
Yeah.
go ahead.
Yeah. Thor was explaining the Dark World movie to Ant-Man in case anyone missed it.
Yeah.
Which I find really funny that specific movie played such a role in this movie, because it's like everyone's favorite movie to like go, oh, that's the worst one or whatever. Even though
I was shocked. I was like, we're spending this much time in the Dark World setting.
I loved it because again, it's my favorite Thor movie. So I realize I'm in the minority.
No, I enjoyed
I don't
it.
hate it. I like it. I just don't love it.
I just thought it was funny that one movie was played such a pivotal role.
Yeah, that was a really funny choice.
Hey, if it requires everyone to go back and watch Thor 2, I'm all for it.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to, especially if I go and see Endgame again. I want to get all of it, I guess.
Oh, wow. Okay, so we're back. They figure out, okay, we can go to 3 different places in the timeline and grab the stones. And at this part, we're getting to the whole time heist, and my little brain can't keep up with it very much, but it was so entertaining.
Yeah, this was my favorite part of the movie by far. I have no complaints about the second hour of the movie. I thought it was all perfect. And I was completely blown away by the unending number of cameos of people they brought back. Like, never in a million years did I think that I would see Robert Redford appearing in a 30-second scene.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting him. I wasn't expecting the ancient one, but I should have.
Oh, that was another great cameo. And the thing I love about
goodness.
that one is that it was substantial. It wasn't just like a blink and you'll miss her. She actually, had something to say in that.
Yeah, it's like you had to convince her. You had to convince her to give up the time stone. That was great.
And it also retroactively showed why didn't the sorcerers help in the Battle of New York, and they did actually show her helping a little bit. So I like that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that scene. That was one of my. I really liked the Sorcerer Supreme character, so it was just a real treat seeing.
I just love Doctor Strange. Like, I was so stoked to see another part of his world, if that makes sense.
And also, this is the setup for the Loki series, because Loki just grabbed the Power Stone while no one was looking at him, which is awesome.
I don't know. Are they really going to do a series starring a fake Loki, though?
It's not a fake Loki.
It's not
Not a fake Loki.
It's not fake.
Derek.
All right, sorry. Divergent timeline Loki.
No, that's the same Loki.
Kyle's gonna crawl through his computer screen just to punch you in the face, Derek.
I'm just hoping that this is how they find a way to bring him back for real, because that's the one reunion I really wanted to see that I knew I wasn't going to.
Yeah, that whole thing with the Battle of New York, dancing between the raindrops of the existing scenes, that was my favorite part of the movie. I love that. That was so good.
I
Yeah,
think my favorite is when Cap is fighting himself and he goes, I can do this all day. And the annoyance in his voice when he goes, yeah, I know. I was like, oh, that is amazing. That's exactly how I would talk to me if me said something like that.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
And then freaking Ant-Man when he's like, flick me. And freaking, was it Cap who flicks him?
No, it's Tony.
Oh, it's so good. I died laughing. It was so...
And it's like, are you sure I'm not going to kill you?
Yeah.
I love. I think I'm with Kyle. I love the Hail Hydra business on the elevator.
Oh yeah, that was great.
That was a great callback to the comic books.
That was another person I never expected to see again. It's like, oh my god, it's Crossbones, and wasn't what's his name, the bald Hydra agent in there? Sitwell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But just go ahead, Kyle.
I could not stop laughing at the Hulk and the stairs joke. Like that was great. I could not stop laughing every time they cut to him. He was complaining about the stairs. I was dying.
Oh, wow.
And it's all and so it's all technically Tony's fault for making Hulk take the stairs that Loki got away.
Now, I have a question about how that worked. So, our Tony, he doesn't remember that scene happening in his 2012 memories, right? Because this was a divergent timeline from the moment that. Okay, so like Tony did not remember like people tripping or Hulk busting out like that, right? This was like a new version.
It's like a new timeline.
Okay, just want to make sure. Yeah.
Another question about that is, what's the deal with Loki now? Because he jumps in that hole and he's gone.
Well, this is setting up the Loki series that they're going to be doing on Disney Plus. Is my guess.
Makes sense.
I forgot about that, but thank you for.
I mean, this movie basically sets up at least 2 of the 3 series that we know are coming. We know about the Loki series. We know about the Falcon Winter Soldier. Yeah, Bucky Falcon series, and then there's going to be a Wanda Vision series. But I think that one's more set up for before Infinity War.
I don't like her. Scarlet Witch.
I love her.
She's good.
I think her powers are dope. I just don't think I like the actress, and I don't know why.
That's
I just can't get on board.
See, I'm the opposite.
I'm kind of indifferent to her. I don't have strong feelings one way or another.
You got to be bewitched by her. Okay, guys, we haven't talked about the most important thing in this movie, okay? What about Captain America's butt? Is it America's butt?
It
weigh in.
Absolutely.
I'm not going to argue with that.
Who was it that said that first? Was it Ant-Man?
Yeah,
No,
it was
I-
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a classic.
Yeah, that was great.
And of course, so we have Bulk, right? Flashback to the Battle of New York, and the whole scene where the gang of them sees the Hulk smashing away at the car and doing the overkill on one of the invaders.
He's just
And the current Bulk version just shaking his head, going, "Yeah, I'm sorry." I love that. It's a humor. I think Marvel movies they do the best when they add humor to it. They can do humor so awesomely, if that's a word. Yeah.
It absolutely is.
So what else is happening during the whole time heist?
So we go to Asgard, and with Rocket and Thor, and we see Natalie Portman again, which was surprising.
Well,
Yeah,
that
that was-
wasn't new footage, though. That was
it
old
was.
footage.
No, it was new footage.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
They didn't
New
bring back
footage there.
Natalie.
Get on board.
Yeah, so they showed her picture before during the briefing, right? So you think that, they don't have the rights to her. And then you see this brief second or two of her doing live action.
That was stock footage from the Dark World, because when Rocket was like, getting ready to stab her, they never showed her face. They showed like
Yeah, they
the
did.
back woman.
No, they did.
They showed her face. They showed her twice, actually. They showed her talking at a door, and then
Yeah.
they showed her waking up. So I'm not saying
That was
it's my-
new?
Yeah.
I feel
All
like
right.
some of that
She
was,
was
yeah.
completely-
Yeah, I think I heard it was new also.
Well, if
And all
that's
that
true,
aside,
I'm shocked
Natalie-
that they got her back because she did not part on good terms.
She didn't.
No, she was very upset that they fired the who's the woman who directed Wonder Woman?
Patty Jenkins.
Yeah, she was supposed to do Thor: Dark World, and they dropped her, and Natalie was not happy about that, and that's why she never did another movie after that.
But either way, we're at Asgard again, which is cool. I didn't really, I like Asgard, so it's cool to see that again. And, Thor talks to his mom and gets back on track.
That was a great scene, very
It
touching.
was.
Eat a salad.
I'm
I loved
surprised. I'm surprised Loki in his cell didn't notice anything was off. I expect Loki to be smarter than that.
That he
But
would
maybe
like
he ju-
magically sense something.
No, that he would just notice that there was a talking raccoon and a fat version of his brother wandering around the prison.
Oh, I thought it was really funny after Rocket got the ether that the guards chasing him also called him a rabbit.
Yeah, that was a great callback. Get that rabbit.
Oh, wow. Yeah, imagine being a mom and seeing your son come back and he's like 100 pounds overweight. He's a slob and he has a different color eye.
Y'all did Whim leave?
Maybe. It may happen. Interesting. It happens. Oh, well.
Yep.
Bye, Whim.
Sorry.
And that was Whim. See, this is what happens in a bar, Joelle. People come, people go. It's all good.
Love it. Love it.
But everybody knows your name.
That's it. So, yeah. So, what happens after the S-Guard scene?
We have Vormir with Hawkeye and Black Widow.
And Red Skull.
Yep. Too bad neither one of them knew who Red Skull was. So they could be
Yeah.
like, you're the Red Skull.
Yeah, it would have been interesting to have send someone with them that actually knew who they were talking to.
Yeah.
I mean, he did call Black Widow Liebchen, which was like, but maybe she knew who he was based if there was any historical references in like Shield or something. But I don't. Yeah, it would have been nice if they had just said, "Wait, why would we trust you about any of this?"
Jumping way ahead, but I'd be curious to see the interaction between Captain America and him if he's turning the Soulstone back over.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that would be an
that
interesting.
would have been a cool scene.
Yeah. Hey, Rim, you're back online?
No.
Yeah, it keeps booting me off for some reason. My network is going nuts. I don't know what's happening.
Yes.
But yes, I keep reconnecting. My bad.
Hey, don't be. Technology is a challenge at times, and this bar, we have to do better with the whole capacity of this bar area, and work with our Ewok bouncers at the Sci-Fi Pubcast. So
us low rent New Yorkers here.
You need to buy a fourth stool.
There we go. So where were we talking about now? So we were talking about the whole
sacrifice.
The sacrifice, the whole Red Skull, and what went down there between Black Widow and Hawkeye.
Yeah, I have expected them both to not to go down, but then who would have brought back the stone?
Yeah, I didn't like the fact that they killed Black Widow because this franchise doesn't have a ton of major female characters in the first place. So to kill the only original female Avenger, I mean, I'd much rather they would have killed Hawkeye. He would have been the logical choice. And plus, it would have been more tragic that, he's doing all this to bring his family back, but he dies, so he never sees that they can come back. He sacrifices himself for their return, even though he can never reap the rewards himself. I think that would have been a better choice.
But I can just imagine how many people would have been furious, especially since that.
But nobody likes Hawkeye.
Like, what the heck? I love Hawkeye. Get out of
Really?
here. Yeah,
I love Hawkeye.
I think he's great.
Yeah,
but I think that Marvel knows that there would have been so many people pissed off because the whole the first 15 minutes or the first however many minutes of the movie are of him and his family. It's like if he and his family wouldn't have been able to be reunited, I feel like there would have been so much outrage.
Yeah, and plus we know we're getting a Black Widow movie, so in some capacity she is going to be back.
Yeah, that was the other crappy
Somehow.
thing. It was like
I heard
man,
I heard it's a
her movie's
prequel
only a
though.
Yeah.
flashback now. I was hoping that her movie was going to deal with some of the post-Endgame aftermath and possibly have her training Ghost, but now it's just going to be a flashback. Oh well. R.I.P. Nat.
What's up?
I said R.I.P. Nat.
Oh, I thought say okay. I'm peeing now. Okay, just.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, I'm back behind the window, so you can't even tell anyway.
Yeah.
Right.
I love light beer.
That's the Derek I know, being creepy in the background.
Right, moving on. Okay, so any other worlds we miss?
Well, there was Falcon and Nebula getting the Power Stone from Quill.
Yeah.
Or hitting Quill over the head so they could get the Power Stone instead of him.
I'm still mad at Quill. I'm still mad.
Yeah. Well, I'm actually madder at Strange for not closing that portal and just chopping off Thanos' arm.
That's fair.
Oh, that's true. Why didn't Strange just make a portal and close it?
Well, he did make a portal. He just could have closed, but he could have closed it.
Yeah, because that's how he chopped off. Wong chopped off Black Dwarf's hand that way.
Yeah.
Oh man, now that's gonna bother me.
Yeah.
I mean, you could probably chalk it up to Strange being a doctor and having dealing with the whole Hippocratic Oath thing, but still, like.
Yeah, it was a bit strange.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice pun.
All right, so finally, almost everyone say
1970s, don't forget.
Oh, right, 1970s. So what's
the
happening?
70s.
Right, okay, so Derek, explain the scene.
So since Loki stole the Tesseract in 2012, Iron Man and Cap, Iron Man and Cap then have to go back to the 70s to the SHIELD headquarters in order to steal it at an earlier point in the time frame. And Tony gets a touching scene with his dad, which was great. And Cap gets to lovingly look at Peggy through a window, which was great. And we had a hilarious little Michael Douglas with crazy 70s hair cameo that I loved. And also, of course, our final Stan Lee cameo, yelling at they say something about hippies or something like that.
Yeah, hippies, beatniks, the whole beard thing. Was
Yeah.
a beatnik thing, right?
Yeah.
Which was great. So, yeah, I like the whole U.S. Army military, like secret bases thing. Yeah, there's something to be said about that. See it all.
Sidebar on that too. Once they showed Haley Atwell, her character there, I knew that was going to be the resolution at the end for him.
Yeah. I also appreciated that they brought back Jarvis.
Oh yes.
For this for that
great.
scene.
This is actually the first time a TV introduced character has ever appeared in a cinematic movie. So that was actually a major thing, and I loved Agent Carter the series. That was a great show.
Yeah, and we kind of know this takes place after Agent Carter, so
yeah.
Once I saw her, I'm like, yeah, he's going back for that.
Yeah, I had a feeling as well.
I did not pick up on that because I am a lowly mortal, unlike you guys.
It's okay.
Yeah. Love is a strange thing. Yeah, I would have done that too. So they finally got back, right? Say they travel forward in time. All of our heroes, except for Black Widow, who of course died. And they get there back to Avengers headquarters in the present time. And then there's a side thing with Nebula and with Thanos and him figure things out and playing her as a spy.
Yeah,
Bill, you forgot to say fake Thanos.
Yeah, using past Nebula to infiltrate the Avengers. That was very evil.
And thank God that happened, or we wouldn't have a third hour of the story to tell. It would have just ended with a snap.
That's true.
Lovely. So then there's before the whole airstrike thing. Anything happen?
Just the debate about who should wear the gauntlet, who could survive it.
Right. So the debate was between Thor, who just wanted to do it because he's the god of thunder. You have Iron Man, who eventually will wear it at the end, which killed him. And then you have, of course, the Bulk.
Spoilers.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, terrible. Yeah, this is like hour 2. Yeah, I think people know about this.
We're at hour 2. I think we know what's going on.
Yeah, I think it should have been Thor to do it because he is literally a god and he is the god of like energy and thunder. So I don't understand why Thor didn't do it.
Because
the
Bulk explained it.
Yeah. Gamma radiation.
Explain it. It's all gamma radiation, and that's pretty much what he's made of. So yeah, he'd be the one to most likely survive.
And he did bulk up for the role.
I read an article. I read an article that was kind of touchy-feely, but I think they brought up a good point about how like Tony, I don't remember exactly what he says, but he kind of just gently hints that like Thor isn't strong enough and it isn't physical, it's emotional. Like obviously the dude's gone through the ringer.
Mhm.
And so I think Tony like made a really good call of saying like you're not strong enough emotionally.
Oh, that reminds me. Thor summoned the original Mjolnir when he was in the past. That was a great moment. And he's
Yes.
like,
Yes.
I'm still worthy.
Yeah, and that's the hammer, Thor's hammer. So
Yes.
love that. Yeah, I should have one in my apartment. It's just sitting there, just in case. Yeah, I'll get around
Yeah.
that. Okay, so what happens next? Okay, right. So they put the Iron Man version of the Infinity Gauntlets onto the Bulk, right?
Yes.
Right. At the same time, Thanos in his big command ship shows up, right? And,
Well, actually,
And-
it was very, very small at first.
all right.
And then it got bigger.
Yeah, thanks for the perspective. And
Anybody else have visions of Dune when that ship comes through the clouds like
yeah,
that?
Oh, yeah.
amazing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
I saw that too.
yeah. I just thought the whole airstrike thing was brilliant because that's how you do things. Like that's how the U.S. military operates, right? If you don't have to, if you have a bad guy in some hut in some country, you're not going to send in commandos, which may cost you your own lives. You just use an airstrike. And this is you seeing it happening in the MCU, and it makes so much sense to me. And so Thanos just launched a complete airstrike. I see airstrike. It may come from space strike. Is that a word? Whatever. It was a bombardment, and completely annihilates the Avengers headquarters. It was
Yeah.
It was. It made a lasting impact. Let's just say that. And then we have some drama in the wreckage, right? We had Rocket almost drowned, and War Machine almost drowned. We had Ant-Man who helped them up a bit, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
What else has happened?
And of course, defending the Infinity Gauntlet falls into the hands of the most important Avenger, Hawkeye.
Get out of
That's
here,
what I've
you
learned
hater.
this movie.
And of course, Hawkeye ran through the wreckage in some underground tunnels, trying to avoid the alien invaders. I don't know what they're called. Did you guys know?
Outriders.
Outriders. Yeah.
They always look like Venom symbiotes to me.
Yes.
Because when I first saw Infinity War, I was like, what the hell? Is that like a Spider-Man crossover? Did they get the rights to that?
It
Yeah.
looked like Lord of the Rings to me, didn't it? Anyone else? No?
Yeah.
Just
At
me?
a distance,
Maybe.
yeah.
Right. Eventually, you have a few people emerge from the wreckage: Captain America, Iron Man, and Thor, I believe. Right?
Yes.
And they see Thanos just sitting there, chilling. I think Thanos may even have like a smile on his face.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's just waiting for the fight to come to him.
Right.
Yeah, he told Nebula, or bad Nebula, to go get the gauntlet, and so she's trying to find the gauntlet with Hawkeye running around, and also Gamora, and to capture Nebula, she breaks her out, and they run across Hawkeye in the wreckage.
Yeah. But I think the battle finally begins in earnest, right? Because there's the whole 3 against Thanos that lasted for a bit.
That was a great fight. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then suddenly Captain America, his mic is saying stuff in his ear, and we hear it.
Yeah.
And
Wait,
there's-
you forgot- you skipped the best part.
You forgot.
Oh, right. Go ahead.
Cap finally wields Thor's hammer.
Yeah.
Which was awesome.
Yeah.
Just-
A lot of
waiting
people
for
love
this-
that.
Is that in the comics too? Is
I
that?
don't remember.
Oh, yeah. He's wielded it several times.
Okay.
Because Cap is worthy.
Cap finally becomes worthy.
Well, I think he was always worthy.
Yeah, but I mean, he in Age of Ultron, he almost was able to pick it up.
I think I read a Joss Whedon quote where he said that Cap could have lifted it, but he didn't, to like spare Thor's feelings.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I thought that time like had literally stopped. Like everyone in the theater was absolutely freaking out when that happened.
I think what Ernie Garcia posted on a Discord that was a moment that got him like, oh my god, and I can see that it was just an awesome moment because he wasn't expected, right? And I was like, oh wow, yeah.
It didn't make sense to me that Cap could summon lightning with it, though. Like, I could understand that he could lift it and throw it, but it didn't make sense to me that he could, like, summon it to his hand or summon lightning, because I thought that was, like, specifically a Thor power.
Well, actually, Odin, like, when he, talks to the hammer or whatever, like, whoever can wield it can summon the power of Thor.
You're right. You're absolutely right. I stand down.
Well, and I thought
Besides,
also, like, wasn't it?
By that
wasn't
point,
it-
I was just so like, who cares? I'm fine. I'm fine with it. Whatever they need to do to beat Thanos.
Yeah. Okay, Joelle, go.
What were you saying,
Sorry.
Joel? Sorry.
I just thought, no, you're totally fine. I just thought, like, oh my God, I don't remember. I think it's maybe Ragnarok when they talk about that the hammer is just a way to channel it.
Yeah.
So it's all, the reason I was okay with it, where I was like, okay, well, the hammer is just kind of like the conductor, if you will. So if you wield the hammer, you can conduct the lightning, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's just a tool.
Yeah.
The hammer is just a tool.
Yeah. So if you're like worthy of the hammer, you'll get that. I don't know.
Yeah.
And I also thought that Thanos was very badass in that fight with his big Darth Maul lightsaber that he could like summon back to his hand. Like, that was pretty cool.
Yeah. So, and then we get the part, and I don't know, Derek, can you describe that? What happens next with Captain America?
Okay, so Cap hears a voice in his mic, and it's Falcon, and he says, "Coming up on your left," which is what Steve said to him when they first met at the beginning of Winter Soldier. And like, he looks behind him, and 100 magic portals open up, and everybody who is snapped comes back, including all of the Wakandan warriors and all of the Mystic School people. And we have a big ass Lord of the Rings fight where all the characters come back, but we have zero character development or dialogue with them. They just get like one little action beat and one little line of dialogue, and then they're gone.
Okay, so Keri, can you describe what happened? Let's not.
As much as it pains me to say this, what Derek said.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome that they came back for that final battle, but I really wanted them to come back sooner in the story because we never got any time with those characters. We never got to see them interacting. Like, at the beginning of Infinity War, the thing I was most excited about was like, I want to see all 30 of these guys in a room and interacting with each other, and we never got that in either of the two movies, unfortunately.
I have 21 previous movies you can watch for that.
But
Together in the same room.
But we did get Cap saying Avengers Assemble, so
Yes,
I mean
that was
that was fine.
Yeah.
Tony
I
hugs
think
Spider-Man.
Yes, Tony hugs Spider-Man. I think the only thing I was disappointed about was I really wanted some time with Shuri, Bruce, and Tony working together because I really wanted to see her run circles around the two of them.
That would have been dope.
Yeah, I really wanted to see her be smarter than Tony.
Yeah, that would have
you
been cool.
needed like a whole nother hour of like character interactions for this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I almost wish they made it into two movies, and part one ended with like the snap and bringing everyone back and Thanos showing up, or like Thanos on his way.
Well,
and then
people
the
would have
second movie
rioted.
could have opened with like the aftermath of all the characters being back, and then halfway through the Thanos army shows up and you have that big battle.
Oh,
I can
people
see
would have
that.
rioted.
I would have been down.
There was a part one. It was called Infinity War, Derek. Did you see
Yeah.
it? Come on, man.
Okay, so we make it
Kyle,
a
stop
trilogy.
read receipting everything.
No, I'm grumpy sometimes. I'm just kidding, Derek. I got you. No, it would have been nice to have. It would have been nice to have more time with all the characters to, react to what just happened and that.
Yeah.
But we got a cool battle moment instead.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with it.
We got all the female Avengers protecting Spider-Man, which was awesome.
I loved that the gauntlet got passed around.
Yeah.
That kept me on the edge of my seat because I was like, Peter effing Parker is going to drop it. And like, I was so terrified. But I was really stoked that it didn't just stay with Hawkeye or just stay with one person.
That was a cool sequence.
Hey, Whim, are you there?
I'm here.
What did you make of the battle, sir?
I kind of enjoyed it. I kind of thought, I was thinking the whole Lord of the Rings thing, to be honest with you, when I was watching it. But
with less
for the most part, yeah. For the most part, though, I mean, it was quite enjoyable. I did like the Captain Marvel, Admiral Holdo type of thing she did there. So
yeah,
that was a really good moment of there, and it was a good battle scene. I enjoyed it.
I like the fact they gave the Infinity Stones to the Black Panther to go through all the bad guys, just like a real Black Panther. That was a good call out and very fitting.
I thought it was really cool to
refresh
see
my
all
memory.
the.
Did the Hulk ever have a rematch with Thanos?
No, he didn't.
That's a missed opportunity. And did Carol fight Thanos?
Yes, she did.
Yes, she did.
But not for long, right? Because was it?
No, he
was like
kind
a
of
couple-
threw her around like Dale Chowder, didn't he?
Yeah, but
I mean,
he
but
did
she kept
something,
his,
and he
she kept
threw her
his,
across.
She kept him from snapping his fingers, which was all that really needed to happen.
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
Did you guys like her short hair?
No,
Yeah,
I
it's fine.
prefer the longer hair.
Yeah, so do I. I agree with Derek. Ew.
What is happening?
I know.
But it's whatever
I
makes.
feel your pain.
Yeah, it's whatever makes Captain Marvel feel better about herself. So that's how I look at it.
I thought it was really cool seeing all the. I didn't expect to see the Asgardians, the remaining Asgardians, come. That was cool.
Well,
They were there too.
I expected to see Valkyrie, but I didn't expect to see anyone else.
Yeah.
And I probably should have if she was going. I mean, she wasn't going to show up all on her own. I don't think.
Valkyrie on the I don't know what. On the
Pegasus?
Valkyrie was awesome on the Pegasus. That was awesome. I love that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Are you guys going to see the Men in Black International with her? and
Oh,
Chris
yeah.
Oh,
Hemsworth?
absolutely.
Oh,
Yeah, that looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks great.
Yeah, her and Thor having a movie together.
Right. So after the whole fight scene and battle scene, somehow the Infinity Stones on the Iron Man version of the Gauntlet gets to Iron Man, right?
Yeah, he
No.
like swaps it, doesn't he?
Who
No.
swaps it?
No, Thanos gets his hands on the gauntlet, but when he snaps, nothing happens because they've taken the stones out.
Right, and they put it in the Iron Man version.
Well, no, Tony put it on his suit, not.
Oh, okay, right.
Joel, didn't you say you saw this twice?
I'm working on it. It's a long movie. You know, I'm a
It's
busy
been
man.
it's been a long day. We've been talking for almost 2 hours. So come on,
Right. Okay.
give us a break.
Okay, but Tony
Joel
did.
didn't mention he was asleep, but it's
Yeah, maybe. Okay, but ultimately, Tony snaps the fingers of the Infinity Stones, right? And dusts all the baddies, all the bad guys, including Thanos.
Yes.
And we see Thanos looking around, knowing that he lost, that his army is being wiped out in front of his eyes as dust in the wind. And he sits down and he bows his head, and then you see him turn to dust.
I like that moment that he just kind of like sat down the way he did at the end of Infinity War. That he wasn't like, roar, I'll kill you. He just kind of like, all right, I'm done.
Yeah.
I can rest.
Oh my God! When Pepper says that to Tony, sorry.
that was a great scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a dumb question. So Iron Man says, I am Iron Man, and he snaps his fingers. Does he say anything to Peter or Pepper after that, or were those his last words?
I think those were his last words.
Yes.
So he just catching it on the second time. I was kind of keeping an eye out for that. He does. That's pretty much his last words. But when he sees Pepper, he kind of says Pepper under his breath. But that's it.
Okay. So he was alive when they were talking to him then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
but
because
he
I wasn't even clear if he
coherent.
was alive or not, because he like was not moving, not talking.
No,
Yeah,
he
I didn't.
He didn't die when he died. The light in his chest went out, so it's just like
Okay.
that was. Pretty
Oh,
much
good
the-
catch.
Yeah. Plus, I think Pepper was asking Friday for vital signs. She's like 13%.
Yeah.
Or something like
Right.
I loved Iron Woman Pepper. I thought that was so cool.
That was awesome.
Wow.
Yeah, it was really neat.
Glad Tony finished that before he went off to save the galaxy.
True.
Yeah. So what happens after Tony dies?
Tony's
Everyone
funeral.
cried.
Everyone cried. Bad guys are gone. Then is it the funeral scene that's next?
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, yeah, they do the there's a Tony recorded that message right before the time travel and did the "I love you 3000" and the speech and all that. And then they went into the funeral.
Yeah, because that's what heroes do. It was like a line like that. Yeah, that was nice touch.
Yeah.
And then we have the funeral where they have this floating reef in the lake with what was it? Was it his mechanical heart? That's
Proof that Tony Stark has a heart from Iron Man 1.
That was his first arc reactor.
Yeah.
That he gave to Pepper after he replaced it.
Did you all notice while they scan back after they like send that off and there's all those little like pockets of people? Who was the teenage kid in the back?
Apparently that was the kid who saved him in Iron Man 3.
I had to read that one as well. I was like, who the hell is that teenage boy standing there?
He's from another woman. Okay, mistress.
The one who saved him in Iron Man 3.
Yeah, so
the little boy in Iron Man 3.
Yeah,
Iron Man 3.
Age properly.
I'm gonna have to rewatch that because I don't remember that at all.
It was half the movie.
We're making a list of all the movies that we have to rewatch now that we've seen Endgame.
Yeah,
see that all the ones that get directly referenced.
Yeah,
that definitely wasn't obvious. Like, oh, that's him. Like, it was him, but obviously it wasn't like we've only seen this character once, and he was like a kid still, and now we have this teenager. So,
I wonder if he'll come back up.
He's the star of the next movie, Joel.
Ah, there you go. Yes.
It's Iron Lad.
And this is the only time we saw Nick Fury in the movie, and he didn't say anything.
Yeah, I was really expecting to see him earlier. I don't know why.
There were a lot of people in that funeral that made silent cameos, like Michelle Pfeiffer and William Hurt, and I was like, oh my god, they brought them back just to stand there and say nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they probably got paid like $20 million.
Probably.
Yeah, and Peter Parker's aunt, Melissa Tomei, was there.
Oh yeah, she was there too. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Michael Douglas and his wife. Is that Silverstone, or am I saying that?
It's Michelle Pfeiffer.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Michelle Pfeiffer, sorry. Yeah, I don't know why I was thinking of Batman. I guess.
Well, she was Catwoman.
Okay, but yeah, so yeah, there were a lot of people that just were there and just to be there.
Oh man, that's a sad. In real life, it would probably been streamed on live TV, but that was a small gathering, and it was very sad. And then
I think then we had the Thor Guardian scene.
Right, okay, yeah. So what happened there?
Thor ride with the Guardians.
Right.
So is he on that team now? Was that what they're?
I hope so. That would be awesome.
That would be interesting.
So
that's what I heard.
If Guardians 3 had Thor in it, that would be so cool. I'm really hoping that that's true.
Well, I think Chris Hemsworth has said that he will play Thor as long as they will let him.
Well, I think he said that he wanted to do another one with Taika, but I never heard anything about him being in Guardians 3, which is by James Gunn.
Me neither.
But I hope that's true, because that would be hilarious.
I mean, it seems like that's the direction they're going. He's just going to join up with them.
Or maybe they're just going to drop him off somewhere. Who knows?
I read an article that he's looking forward to playing Thor in a different way. Like, instead of just being the awesome long blonde-haired protagonist, he's hoping to play him in more of like a humorous way. So it makes sense that he sticks with the Guardian crew.
Yeah, definitely.
You mean like Ragnarok wasn't humorous at all, or like they're
That's
just
fair.
Yeah, I was disappointed by the way they made Thor into like a running joke for this entire movie. I wish I kind of feel like they threw away the character development that he went through in Ragnarok and Infinity War. I mean, I know he's dealing with the guilt that he failed to behead Thanos, but I didn't like that choice.
yeah.
I saw it as a continuation of his character development.
Okay.
So I saw it too.
Well,
Yeah.
I think as I have a lot of issues. I liked Ragnarok for what it was, but I had a lot of issues with how shallow it felt after the first two, and I think they were trying to I think they tried to overcompensate for on the humor a little too much, and that just kind of carried over into Infinity War and Endgame for me.
Yeah, I think the same way. It seems like ever since Guardians of the Galaxy, the first movie, which in my personal belief, that's my favorite comic book movie, even including Batman and stuff like that. I think that's the best one that's ever made. So they've been trying to do everything that they did for that movie to Thor. It seemed like that's what they were trying to make to me.
It's like they took the criticisms of the first two Thor movies that he was too serious and too Shakespearean and stuff like that, and they decided, okay, we're gonna make him funny, but they went a little too overboard with it.
No, I agree. I mean, that's what it just feels like they were trying to make a Guardians of the Galaxy Thor movie. yeah, they were trying too hard.
Yeah. And I felt like they were overcompensating for how serious Thor was in the first two Thor movies and the first, two Avengers movies by making him way funnier than he really needed to be.
Yeah, I think.
But
Thor...
they played him for laughs in Thor 1 when he was in Earth and he kept getting run over by cars and stuff. So I never thought that was out of character. I thought, there was always a comedic side to him.
I think
even in Infinity Wars when he calls him Rabbit the whole time. I mean, I was waiting for that to continue to happen. I mean, I see that's how they kind of grew the character. But, in my mind, it's always like, yeah, they're just trying to make another Guardians movie.
Yeah. And I think it's a good thing for Thor because his character is still developing. Yeah, he's the Big Lebowski. He's the dude right now. And he recognizes that, he needs to clean himself up. He needs to deal with his emotions because he's failing. He needs to get back on his feet. So that's why he gave the keys to the kingdom to Valkyrie, right?
Right.
And that's why he jumped in the spaceship with the Guardians. He's going to go off and do the equivalent of backpacking across Europe. He's going to find himself.
He's going on he's to borrow from, Chris Hemsworth's native country. He's going on walkabout.
Yeah, definitely. And that's cool. I love that.
Which is cool. I just hope they find a balance between the humor and the seriousness of the character, because I acknowledge, even in mythology, Thor is not the brightest light bulb in the box always, but he does get kind of down on himself when he loses, but this took it to an extreme I wasn't prepared for.
What other scenes towards the end of the movie we haven't discussed yet? There's the
Old Man
Parker.
Cap.
Old Man Cap.
Oh God, we
Man
got to
Cap,
discuss. Yeah, that's huge, guys. So basically, Captain America goes back in all the divergent timelines to return the Infinity Stones. Somehow, it's not explained. That could be its own spin-off movies right there. And he eventually comes back, and he comes back when he's very, very elderly. And he explains to, Falcon?
Mm-hmm.
Right, that he had a layover. He stopped to see an old fling, so to speak, for several decades.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the thing that I didn't get, or the thing that kind of made me mad, because I love Captain America, was that Falcon was like, oh, well, I'm kind of bummed out. I'm going to have to live in a world without Captain America. We'll just go back to one of the alternate timelines and snatch one of them when he's young and bring him here. You know, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I get it. I get that it was a send-off for Captain America, but I was also like, if y'all are going to use this idea of traveling back and, like, meeting your younger selves, just go snatch young Cap.
But that's not what they did. Steve was basically like, no, you don't have to live in a world without Captain America because I'm giving you the shield. You're Captain America now.
I know, but I want to look at Chris Evans' butt more.
I do too, but
It's America's ass.
yes,
It's absolutely.
I thought it was weird that like only Falcon goes to talk to him. Like, why can't Bucky be there for that conversation? I would argue that he's closer to Bucky than he is to Falcon. Why couldn't they both be sitting on the bench with him?
Oh, because they look at each other, right? So Falcon and Bucky, and
Bucky's like, says, "Go on,
yeah, go on.
You go talk to him."
Yeah, I didn't get that.
I almost got the feeling before Cap took the stones into the quantum realm and that Bucky was the only one that actually said goodbye to him. Everyone else kind of said see you later. So maybe he knew something was going to happen.
Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure he would have like the inclination that Cap would go and stay with Peggy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Sad scene. What do you think of Captain America's choice of spending some free time with his old girlfriend?
I'm not surprised.
I'm not
surprised. Have you seen Agent Carter? I'm down with that.
I haven't. I'm waiting for Disney Plus. I haven't seen Agent Carter. I love the World War II stuff. It's right up my genre. I can't wait till it's on Disney streaming.
It made sense. I wasn't surprised. I really want to know how they explain why older Cap wasn't at her funeral in Civil War now.
Yeah.
So with all the time travel stuff, I really
there's a plot hole there that they're going there's some really weird Doctor Who shit going on there.
Yeah, I really don't understand. I was kind of keeping up with it until the Cap thing, so I'm not really sure what exactly happened there. But whatever.
Cap went into a divergent timeline, so he wasn't affecting their past. He went into an alternate route where he and Peggy live happily ever after in the 50s or whatever. So it doesn't affect the modern day.
So then
except it does
timeline.
Except it does because Cap ended up sitting on that bench.
Right. Well, when he was done with his timeline, like once Peggy died, then he finally used the time jump to go back to end out his, loop.
No, he didn't though, because he was supposed to come back to the machine, and he didn't. He just didn't bother using the particle again.
Oh, that wasn't how I interpreted it. I interpreted that he did come back in the time machine.
No, because they turned it back on and he didn't show up.
Well, no, but he did. He was just like over there a little bit. Like it didn't work quite right.
Yeah, I thought it was like Derek, but what you guys are saying makes perfect sense to me. He just shows up.
Except
that doesn't make sense, though, because they explained that whenever you do something in the past, you create a divergent timeline.
Yeah, remember the whole Back to the Future is crap?
Because in Winter Soldier, Peggy says that she married and had kids with someone that Steve saved in the war.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the only part.
I have to believe that he used a time jump, that he used like the last of his, what was it, like Pym particles or whatever. So like he held on to that vial for 50 years, and then once Peggy passed away of old age, that's when he finally jumped back to his original timeline.
That makes sense, but that wouldn't put him at the bench.
Exactly.
Well, because I don't know, like maybe the fact that he took 50 years to do it meant that like he didn't quite appear at the platform. He popped over a little bit to the side or something.
I think we're overanalyzing this. This is a freaking comic book movie, guys.
Keri, our voice of reason.
Sorry.
Fair enough.
Sorry, I was getting some tequila. You guys were talking about time. Okay, so we have Captain America on the bench. how does this movie end? Is it was it Hawkeye goes back to his family?
Oh, it ends
Dancing
with
with Peggy.
him and Peggy dancing in the 50s in their house.
All right. And then okay, so the movie ends. One big thing about this movie is that post credits scenes, not so much.
No, I think I remember seeing something about that before I went to see the movie that there weren't any post credit or mid credit scenes.
There was an audio Easter egg though.
There was.
At the
Yeah.
very, very, very end, you hear like this clanking, and what it
Yes.
is, it's Tony in the cave from the first
Right.
Iron Man movie.
Oh, I didn't stay because everybody told me there wasn't anything.
Oh,
I
always
mean,
get to
it's
the
just
credits.
that, like, I'm like, if you missed it, you didn't miss much.
Mm.
But I mean, that
It's
like,
just a hammer clanging.
yeah, but it did start like the grown men that I was with all started crying again. So
That's awesome.
The credits were very cool, though, of how they just showed everyone throughout the movie with their own little artwork and that they used.
and then how the original six signed off. Kind of, it was very Star Trek 6 there with the actual sign off.
I don't know what that means, but yes.
If you've seen Star Trek 6, you know what I'm talking about. Sorry, Joelle.
I'm just here to make y'all mad.
Nah,
okay.
we're not mad. We're not mad.
We're not mad.
It's okay. I never watched Star Trek 6.
Yeah,
either.
it's Star Trek. Don't worry about it.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Don't say
Fine.
that. Don't say that to Random Graham, okay? All right, guys.
Grab if you're listening this far. I don't know these people.
Well, we just got through a 3-hour movie, guys. Good job.
In 2 hours.
There
No
we
problem.
go. So before we wrap it up, just any last thoughts of your reaction to this film, Avengers Endgame? Let's go with Keri.
It was fun. It was so much fun. I look forward to seeing it again in a couple of weeks when I have time.
Okay, to you, Dirk.
Like I said, I had some major problems with it, but I still enjoyed the movie a great deal.
Excellent. Let's go over to Kyle.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I thought they wrapped up all these movies and the story they were telling really well. And, it's something I don't think we'll ever see again.
Yeah, at least not for another, 10 years? It was insane. Okay, Whim, what's your last thoughts?
I liked it a lot too, and I suggest everybody see it more than once because your second viewing is going to be much different. I know it was for me. I had a better emotional feel to the movie the second time than I did the first. So, on your second view, you should like it a lot more.
I agree with that. I was a lot less stressed out the second time.
Yeah, you're not anticipating everything. You just relax and watching what's going on, looking at stuff in the background, paying attention more to the little things, and you'll like it even more the second time.
Excellent. Joelle, last thoughts?
I really liked it. I'm excited to see it again. I also think it was such a great way to wrap up that era and to say goodbye to those characters. I really couldn't have put together or imagined a better way to send off the OGs. And I'm stoked but a little apprehensive for the future because we've just spent, 10 years with these characters. So we'll see.
Yeah, that's fair. Derek, I got you, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so I got everyone except for myself. And I just say that, any movie that makes me, Joel Welch, cry, even if I was enumerated, is a good movie in my books, okay? So thank you so much for joining us. And for our listeners out there, thank you for listening to our 2-hour or so discussion. That's amazing. I'm going to put this out unedited for the most part. It may go out tonight, which is Sunday. If not, it'll be out by tomorrow night, Monday. So it'll be April 28th or 29th when it's going to be released. Let's go and talk about the Sci-Fi Pubcast because we have a Discord server now. Please join our small little Discord community. It's all about having a voice, so come visit the bar. If you're looking for an invite, check out our social media. There's invites posted all the time there. We have 3 channels for the Sci-Fi Pubcast. We're on Twitter, which I do. We have Instagram, which is more beer and food and restaurant related, which I do as well. And Derek does the Facebook page. Derek, you did
Yes.
a great job, man. Thank you for doing that.
Why, thank you.
Our Twitter address for the show is @SciFi Pubcast. Our email is management@scifipubcast.space. Please leave us a review on whatever podcatcher you use. It helps others find the show, and it increases our community numbers, which is always excellent. We don't make any money off the show. We don't ask you for money. We just doing this because we love what we talk about and what we do. Keri, what's your Twitter address?
My Twitter handle is Keri Blackfire42. That's Keri Blackfire42.
Derek, what's yours?
I am at Derek J. Beebe.
Kyle, you want to give up your Twitter address, or how can people get in contact with you?
Yeah, I'm on Twitter at Fetchin_Yoda. That's FECHIN.
Okay, excellent. Joelle, what's your Twitter address?
I am X Joelle May, so XJOELLEMAE. Little bit on. I'm on a little bit of a hiatus right now, but so my profile is just completely like I don't have a profile picture or anything. But come find me. I'll be back on there soon, I'm sure.
No worries. Totally understand that. And you do sometimes a music podcast called the
Chordcast.
Yeah, which is in hiatus right now, and hopefully we'll be back soon.
Oh yeah, fingers crossed. We'll see.
Right. Whim, what's your Twitter address?
I am at the Whim, THEWHIM. I'm also on Facebook. It's facebook.com/the Whim.
Excellent. My Twitter address is at Joel_Welch. It's really original. So, guys, thank you so much for this conversation. I learned much. I'm just going to end this recording and go and cry in a corner because I miss this movie so badly and some of the characters. So, again, thank you so much. It's closing time. Please make it home safe. We'll see you next time.
Oh, where's the bathroom?
It's the sink in the kitchen. I'll show you.
No.
Oh God,
Derek.
So close.
Music provided courtesy of Logan Rathbone. Podcast logo by Joelle. Copyrighted Joe Welch. Listen responsibly. And we can't wait for your next visit to our fine establishment. Cheers.